let's start. Hello everyone, good afternoon. Okay, hopefully my connection's okay. It was really playing up a second ago. Is it all clear on your screens? Is my movements jerky or are they okay? If they're okay, then we're good. Is my hands dancing without a jerk? Hello everyone. Hello Mum. Hi Kenny, Amberly, Pamela, Amberly, Robin, Kat, Beth, Mary, Tonya, everyone, Victoria, Jennifer, Shannon, Hugh, Angela. Hands are fine. Good. Becky. Hello, hun. Tara, Megan, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to get my connection to be alright and it was just like blip. I was like, no, don't start. Great. Okay. Hello. Happy weekend already. How does it come around so quickly? I have absolutely no idea. I bought the new Kelly O Gorman bundle and I absolutely love them, and I'm going to be doing this one today. Kat, I saw you said, I wonder what page. This one. Hello Tina. Yes, hopefully the internet will be kind to us. Hi Angie. So I'm going to be doing this one. This is a brand new bundle. It came out this morning, I think, over on Etsy. It's an autumn bundle, so both of them are autumnal. I love them both, but I'm a bit more partial just to the A because it's got a bit of everything. But I do love them. So that is the link. The link is also in the description. There's also a link in the description to the cardstock that I've printed on for anyone that wants to know. I know, it's super cute, right? So Kelly O Gorman is a UK artist. She's only down the road from me, which is really, really funny. She is down the road from where I live. So we've spoken about that, and she's around my area quite often. So yeah, that was a bit of information. I was like, ah! So we're going to be doing this one today. I'm going to be using a mixture of pencils, maybe some markers. I'm not sure yet, but I'll tell you what and when and what I'm putting it on and talk it through. It's lovely. So I think I'm going to use light fast pencils, I believe, because I've got the really nice autumnal colours. Just want to quickly show you for anyone who hadn't seen, or you remember I used to, well I still love, I used to always buy nothing other than biscuit brew, Yorkshire tea biscuit brew. Look what they came out with. This is the brand new one called Toast and Jam. Mum hates it, I love it. Hi Kim, hi Zeely. If your settings goes down at any point, check on your little cog. There's like a little cog on your screen, or your three dots or whatever it is on your screen. And make sure that your settings is up to 720 because it really keeps defaulting me back. And yeah, that's right, they are perfect. They're perfect for what I'm looking for at the moment. So if you're not familiar with the light fast, and I bought 3 new colours because I'm trying to make up to the 100. You know, there was a 72, or was it 72 set? And then there's 100 colours. So I've got a few of the 100 now, and I bought 3 new colours the other day. I'll show you which ones I bought. So I've been slowly putting them in. As you do, you know. So I bought 3 new colours. This one is Basil. Look how beautiful they are. So they're really warm and earthy. So we got, talking of warm and earthy, one of them is actually called Warm Earth. One of them is it taupe or taupe, and one is Basil. And they're just such beautiful colours. I just love them so much. So I've put them in as well. So we'll get closer. I haven't swatched those 3 yet, but they're just beautiful to look at. Hello, my loves, coming in. So we're going to be using those today because the colours in them are so amazing. Let me show you. So if you've not got the light fasts, it's fine, you know. You don't have to have them, but they are, I would say, if you wanted a newer pencil, definitely get them. They're beautiful, aren't they, Kat? So here's some of the colours here, and look at these earthy tones for this, and these, look at them, they're just stunning. And then I got to here. Now I'm going to put the newer colours that I add underneath. I've also got some singles that I bought here. So there's some of them, just so you can see which ones are the extras. These are singles in these are gorgeous colours, very autumnal. So you've got autumn brown, raisin, dark honey, golden sun, apricot, autumn red, ivy and bordeaux. And then taupe, taupe. You know what? I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't know how to pronounce anything. If someone can go down in the dictionary as making the most muck-ups of words, I'm at #1. But yes, aren't they gorgeous? And these are all beautiful tones. So we're going to be using the Light Fast today, and probably some Copics in there as well, depending on how I'm feeling. I might Copic some bits, you know how I do. I might do some bits in pencils, but also I want to show you, because it's PDF Saturday. Hello Debs. Hello everyone coming in, Kirsty and Janet. Happy Saturday, ladies. Okay, so I have got my big old, you know, my sort of Filofaxy types. Not Filofax, it's that big organiser. Well, I put some bits in here because it's just a lot easier. Do you want to go through this? I don't mind going through this. Do you want to go through this? No, I didn't, Louise. Or Lou. I don't like calling you Louise. I hope you don't mind me calling you Lou. I didn't. I have to look. But this is just one that I've put like favourites in, or things that I want to get to soon, or I might swap them around for things depending on my mood. So like, I mean, I've got Halloween in there. I might put Christmas in there over Christmas, that type of thing. So this isn't all my PDFs, you know. Okay, so I've put like Tim Jeff's Reptiles one in here. Has anyone seen this? These are added on since my PDF stream. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. So these are Reptile past and present. Ah, Mona! They came. I'm so happy. Are you happy? I hope you're happy. Just because I was so happy to give them away, and I'm so happy to have them myself. So you're so welcome and well done. Congratulations. Hello, Helly. Yes, Robin. I've got to get the Wild Cats one. I think that's it really. So I've got the Tim Jeffs, which if you're not a Tim Jeffs fan, fine. You know, not everyone likes doing animals, but just believe me when I say these are just works of art. I'm so happy for you, Mona. Well done. Oh, I'm going to have to look. Oh dear, Lou, what are you telling me? Are you trying to enable? I don't need much. I don't need much persuasion at all. Okay, so these are, you know, like dinosaurs as well as reptiles that are at the present. My favourite one has to be the T-Rex, just because I love a T-Rex. It just reminds me of Jurassic Park, the first. You cannot top the first movie ever. Andrew, am I right?
I'm not aware of what you're
Jurassic Park, the first one.
I've only seen the first, so I can't comment.
No, you've seen the other, not the recent ones. You haven't seen them. You've seen Lost World. I've had it on. You just haven't paid attention. So yeah, he likes the first one. And when he tells me this story every time we watch it,
oh,
so
yeah.
every time we sit down and watch it, I'm not even kidding you, he is like a broken record. Did you know when I went to see this in the cinema, there was people fainting? You tell me that every time, don't you?
It was a woman, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? It's not horror. And then but he tells me this every time. I'm not even kidding you. Okay, so this is on his group that I got for free. These are Animal Eyes. He's actually, I think these are on his store, but these are in his group for free. And then this is, because Andrew is one of the biggest great white shark fans I think I've ever met. Well, I haven't met many people, but you know what I mean. In general. So I printed those off to do him in the future. He's probably going to be like, well, why haven't you done them yet? But I just haven't got around to it. And then, so that's all the Tim Jeffs in there. I won't go through every little thing because these ones are just like what I've stuck in there, what I want to get around to. And you know when you take stuff out of plastic sheets, you can never get them back in. Yeah, that happens. Okay. And then these are just coloured pages that I've done, that I've just stuck in there. A lot of my coloured pages I give away, mum, people in the community, etc, etc. So I haven't actually got loads in here. I have done one of Jeff Haney's cats here, and that's one of the recent ones. And then like here, I've put Spooktober and anything Halloween related, so I've put those in here. So these are Dawn Davidson, Matt Davidson, you know, the husband. Kelly O Gorman, these were a couple of freebies that she gave away. That was Colouring Chicks. Grazia, I know I'm doing this one, but I've got another one in there. Monya, Emily Illustrator, Emily. This is Boo, I think, from Colouring Chicks again. Colouring Chicks. I do want to do her. She's just so good. She's so cool. Colouring Chicks, Cheryl LaFond, Ennis Guerrero. So this is what's in here. I will get round to in a minute what we're supposed to be doing. Genovia Art, Modern Colouring. Sorry about the glare. Jennifer Zimmerman. Hello, Natalie. Your book is on its way. I did order it the other night. Thank you so much for telling me. I did get it out. I think it's just taken a couple of days though. Don't know why. Christine Karen, Matt Davidson again. Matt Davidson, I like this one. Have you seen this one? It's the Candy Witch. Grazia Salvo. And I have to show you my latest one that I just bought because I just couldn't resist it. Have you seen Batcat? Have you seen Batcat? I cannot get over Batcat. I need to do him. Look at the fangs. So this is by Jeff Haney's. It's got a ring in his ear and he's got fangs, and then look at his little feet. His Batcat, and then in the background you've got his little Batcat followers. I love it so much. So anyway, I bought him as well as the Kelly O Gorman. And then we've got Christine Karen, Colouring Chicks. I love these. I've still not got round to these, but I love it. Oh, that's okay. I'm so happy for you. I love it when I make someone happy by something so small. I'm so pleased. And these are just Hannah Lynn. And then we've got Mariola's. I'll just very quickly show you because we've been through these. Thank you, Kenny. He was fab, wasn't he, that cat? And these are the mermaids that I showed you the other day. There is a tutorial on the... I say tutorial, I don't understand that, how I colour the jellyfish. And then, if you've not seen, but it's very apt for this kind of year, is the Witches Pack by Ros Rice Sowanama Naman. I know, Isabella. These are so good. It's just, they're fun to look at. Hello, Nana. Hi, Ruthie. Hello, everyone coming on in. So this is a Witches Pack. And if you go to my Etsy shop recommendations, you'll find every shop in there that I've bought from and more. All my recommendations are in there. Oh, thank you. I loved Zucchini Kitty as well. She did him fantastic. Hello, Pat. I'll show you him up close so you can see the detail. I loved his clothing. Hold on. Yeah, I want to do another one of Jeff Haney's because he's just so good. So this was Light Fast, Kenny. I know you like them, but this was the Light Fast pencils. And all the details. And those, look at those little mice. He's like a little... Has anyone in the UK seen the One Sheet? One Sheet does plenty. Did you see that? Oh, what needles? He was so much fun. Well, he reminds me of One Sheet. He really does. Okay, so let's get on with something. Oh, aren't they gorgeous? Hello, Pickle. Okay, so any of our finished pages that I don't give away will be housed in here, and anything that I want to get to will be in there. Okay, are we ready? So I've left the link in the description. And there is the link to what we're doing today. let me have a sip of my coffee. And this is a 2 bundle pack. So this is what number 1. This is these like got branches for ears. It's like hair, but you can do this in really funky autumnal colours. And then this is the one that we're going to be doing today, which is got pumpkin, toadstool, squirrel, cat. You're very good with birds. Would you help me out with that one? Berries, leaves, an owl, and more toadstools. So we'll try and make some progress on this one today. Tuesday I'll be coming back. Last session on the werewolf. Last session. So let me bring you down. Sorry about the ride. And I'm going to start in this corner. And as I said, we're going to be using Lightfast and probably Copics. Not too many Copics, but definitely Lightfast. Oh no. Oh. We know about those in this house, Ruthie. A jay. Is it a blue jay? Yeah, definitely a barn owl. I love owls. Okay. I must have bought myself ready and prepared because 2020 was a total crap-a-doodle. Yeah, I bought myself my diary for next year. So, you know, I don't even buy a diary to plan my life because my life isn't like that. I plan it for stuff here. I'm like, what is exciting? Oh, nothing. Okay, let's get my sharpener. I am going to get a couple of Copics out. So, let me get myself organised, guys. Let me get myself organised. Oh. Pinky Beige with a blue wing. I'll look them up. Thank you. Okay, so we need to get some colours on the go, but I will predominantly do Lightfast. Okay, so got my book out. Yep. And we're going to start with our bottom section here. And we're going to go for some really nice tones. So we've got some oranges first. Let's go for some oranges. So burnt sienna is actually a really nice tone. Persian orange. Let's get some apricot. I need some yellow ochre. So we'll just put some nice colours in there. Olive earth is a nice colour to put in the top of basil. Or even pine. Okay, we've got some really nice tones here. I know. Tell me about it. That's a good one. So if you're watching this back and you haven't got the chat up, Pickle just said, I want to see the terms and conditions of 2021 before I agree to anything. Yes. I second, third, fourth and fifth that. If it's anything like 2020, I am not in. I'm out. That is so true. Oh my god, I've never heard a truer saying this year, I think. That's a good one. Okay, let's go for some nice tones. I haven't got my cards done for this one. I need to cut them. So I've got a paper cutter. I'll cut some cards and make my Lightfast ones. I don't have them because I didn't have the pencils when they were done. So I will get some cut up for these. Okay, so I'll just call out the colours. We'll do some colouring and we'll see how we go. I'm going to put a coating of yellow ochre. We're using Derwent Lightfast for now. If I want to add in any Copics, I will do. But for the most part, I think we're going to stick and do some colouring with just pencils. And then if I bring in Copics, it most probably be Mr. Owl here will have some, Mr. Squirrel, and maybe the leaves. We'll see. I actually like doing leaves in pencils just because I feel like I've got more control over the colours. But we're just sticking down a coat in here at the minute. Do you want to come down a touch more? Hello, Joanna. Remember, if there's anything for me, please put it in big caps. Because I will miss it. I'm most likely to miss it. I know what I'm like. But how... Oh, that's Toadstool. How has your week been? On a whole? Oh, Kirsty, I think even when we hear that it might be over, we might even still be that cautious because we won't believe it, I think, for a bit. Until we see absolutely no cases, no nothing. I don't think that. I think the world will change for a while, even when we get rid of it. I think we're going to be such a cautious bunch. Oh, Ah, yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I love it as well. Okay, so I've put down yellow ochre. I always put just a yellowish coating over them. I'm going to go for some burnt sienna. So I'm not blending much at the moment. I'm just placing colours in. It reminds me of something so warm. This drawing just spoke. I was actually going to do, you know, our Colouring Heaven poster, and I had that all set up on the table, and then I saw this and I was like, nope. I said at the beginning of this month we're going to be doing autumn and Halloween, and that's what I'm sticking to. So Tuesday will be last werewolf day. Good. Keep it up. Keep it looking up. Let's have a good weekend. Yes. So I stuck to it because it's so nice. Okay, so I'm just putting in where I want the colour to go, really, because we're going to be mixing quite a bit in this little old pumpkin over here. I need to actually sharpen. The pencil piece will be onto me. Look at that. Hello, Tracy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just hit the microphone. If you heard that in your speakers, I do apologise. I'm throwing my pencil at you. Very unintentionally. I sat yesterday. I'll tell you what I've been up to. So my car still needs doing a little bit more. So the clutch was done. It feels like a good old spring in it now. It's like, wow, is this what they're supposed to feel like? However, Dad and Grandad are going to be back again because they'll have to do some other bits on it. So that happened. Andrew, where he's been this week, there was an outbreak case of coronavirus, but I'm absolutely livid because where he is, they didn't send him home and he still had to go in. So I was really, really annoyed about that. So that sent me into a bit of an anxious spiral yesterday. I don't even suffer with anxiety. This year's just thrown me off a loop. And then I sat. I know you don't like these, some of you, and I do apologise. But I sat watching Lucifer all day. I turned myself off to the world. And I sat doing Ghostface because I didn't know what to do with my hands. I know these hurt your eyes, guys. I'm aware of that. I did Ghostface. I won't hold it in your face for long. And I did Frankenstein. And I just kept my hands busy and I watched Lucifer and just switched off to the world. I was like, right, for a day, I just need some me time. I need to take this anxiety down a notch about where he's not working, he's training. He's not working, take that back. He's just training at the minute. And he just sent me off a loop yesterday. I was like, Oh, soups are amazing. I love soup. Who's eating soup? Oh, isn't he amazing? Yeah, and Mum's doing well. She, her eyes are starting to work a little bit better now, although she's still got silicone in the eye, so she still can't see everything that you do and type and say to her. But just bear with her. She can see bits, but write it in big capitals. Joanna, I'm on season 4. So I've just started season 5. I watched season 4 in one day. I love Tom Ellis. I'm in love with him. He is the epiphany of hilarious. So I did that yesterday. But yes, what have you been watching? Anyone been watching anything spooky over Halloween? We've got The Omen to watch later. We watched The Poltergeist the other day. Yes, we're that type of couple. We sit and binge horrors. Me and Andrew love a horror. He can't hear me when I say, don't we? Yes, Sam. Okay, he's got earphones in. So, yeah. Okay, so I've burnt sienna and yellow ochre so far. I will speed up. Now I'm going to get a nice bright orange, which is called Flame. I love the Derwent Light Fast. Oh, it won't. It will take me a couple of days, and that is it, Joanna. Seriously, I cannot stop watching it. Okay, so let's bring in Flame, because this is a really nice bright orange, and then we'll start blending and layering up a little bit more. But I just like to place my colours in with pumpkins because I could do them flat if I wanted to, and I do that. But I find that the more texture I give it, the more it kind of lets me put all these different shades in, and it sort of all molds together. Am I bonkers for saying that? Just do all different colours. But yes. Oh my gosh, my mum and dad love Mrs. Brown's Boys, Becky. He is funny, and that's his whole family, isn't it? Yeah, she got itchy stitches on the eye. That sounds funny. Itchy stitches. The itching stitching. The stitching is itching, Mum. Oh gosh, and that's right in the eye. The actual eyeball has got stitches, so it's very itchy. She's got itchy stitches. Oh gosh, I've not seen even what that is, Kirsty. Where have I been? Is it a new one? Do you know what one I've rewatched and I thought, what a load of rubbish, and I used to love it? Jeepers Creepers. He is not scary, he's just weird. That third one was terrible, like dreadful. Really dreadful. I thought, what was I thinking? But apart from that, I do love a horror movie. And I like the older ones now that I've got a bit older. You know, I used to like the more modern ones, but I find the more modern ones actually not that great. And they keep re-releasing stuff half the time because they can't come up with the ideas. So I actually prefer the older horror movies. They're a bit more creepy and eerie, especially The Omen and The Poltergeist. They were way ahead of their time. Hello, April. Okay, so we have had Flame. We're only going to put 2 more colours, I think. We've had Flame, Burnt Sienna, and Yellow Ochre. So I think we're going to put a little bit of Mars Orange, which is like a pumpkin orange, but just nicer. Whoever thought I would have said that? I just love the colours. So I'm just going to bring a deeper amount of this one where I want the darkest. I love pumpkin orange, one of my favourite colours. It is my favourite colour, I think, as well as Tuscan in the Prismas, but I actually really love the Light Fast. Okay, so I'm going to just bring a little bit more under here. Oh, excuse me. And then under here as well. Oh, it's so funny. Becky, definitely give it a go. Tom Ellis, the main guy, Lucifer, he's from Britain. He was in one of our soaps called EastEnders. That's where he met his first wife, Tamsin Outway. And he was in one of our soaps called EastEnders as the Doctor. And you wouldn't have taken a blind bit of notice of him then, but he really has stepped up his acting game. He is amazing in Lucifer. No, and I mean amazing. Hilarious. Charismatic. Charming. Always looks good because he's always wearing a suit because the devil has to be devilishly handsome. Just brilliant. There we go. I really like those colours. Now, come back to what we had. So go back to my Flame Orange. So that one was Mars Orange. So I'm come back to Flame, and now I'm going to start to very lightly apply that in. I'm going to go from this colour to a lighter and then lighter again. So I'm going to leave some highlights in so that I can put my yellows in with my oranges. Okay. And then I think we'll do that little bit here as like a dark grass. But yes. No way! I think I would have fainted, Joanna. Selfie! That's what I would have done. Come here. I need a selfie. Now, immediately. I promise I'm not a crazed fan. Okay, and then Yellow Ochre. And I'm going to go into those highlights. And I will make some of those dark bits darker and then we're done. If I've got anything on my mushrooms, that's absolutely fine because I'm going to go over it. And yeah, this is all my highlights. It's going to be the yellow. What says pound, Sherry? This bundle? Yeah, because she's in the UK. It will convert it as soon as you go on PayPal to dollars. If that's what you're referring to, I'm not quite sure. I didn't see. I'm only assuming. Anyone ordered the new Clara Markova book? I ordered the book. Well, Andrew ordered me the book. I'm going to order the postcards next month, I think. They look super cute. If you need to see a flip through of both, Chris Cheng actually put them both up this morning, so you can see like a full flip through of both the book and the postcards. Okay, I'm going to go for some Persian orange now, and this is my darkest. I'm just going to put a touch underneath. Yeah, he married an American lady, didn't he? It is unusual. I like her style. She's got her own style, signature style, I say. But they've all our artists have. I love how she's used her imagination and done something completely different. And she's known for her alphabet as well, so that was cool that she did one of those, which is what I'm doing now. Okay, so that's nice and deep. So with my pumpkins, whoops, I always put a little bit of green on the top. Good morning. Did I get Wonder Morphia? I did, but I don't know why. I just think because it's in the collection, because I've got Fanta and Geo. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of basil, which is one of my newer ones, in here. And all I do is just touch a bit at the top into certain sections. Now, I always do this on my pumpkins, because I don't know if you've noticed, but some of them do have a little bit of green. And I don't put much. I just put a tiny amount in. Literally. Just a small amount. And I usually do it top, and then a teeny amount at the bottom. And it just runs through then, just get the odd hint of green. And I really, really think that that becomes effective. So we have those beautiful colours that we've got. We're going to keep those out. This is just a bundle on Etsy. It's in the description. It's by Kelly O Gorman. It's a 2-page bundle, or it's there in the chat right now. It's brand new today, so you should be able to get it worldwide because it's up. Where did I put that? Hold on. You know when things are magically disappearing in front of you? That happens to me all the time. Okay, this is just some flame. Just add a little bit more. It's like a red, just deepens it up. You could put Tuscan red if you're doing this in Prismas. It's a good colour to do. There we go. Alright, so these down here, I'll work on some of this earthy part. So I'm going to go for the basil. So first off, I'm just going to go lightly. And I'm going to add some in. So I'm just, at the moment, I'm not pressing hard. I'm pressing the lightest my hands could possibly go. Just because I really want to just coat it, and then we'll layer up. Inktense would be good for this. And then I've got seaweed. That reminds me of Hairspray. Does anyone watch Hairspray? Where she says, seaweed on the back of the night, I found my blue-eyed soul. That without love song. Okay. Oh, Andrew called me tone deaf earlier. I was not impressed. Okay, I'm going to go for basil again. I think I just need a little bit. Hey, Connie, how are you? Oh no! Okay. Let's add some of this in. So I'm just adding a little bit of the basil and seaweed at the moment. But don't forget, elements of this you don't have to use in this page in particular. You can use it in all your autumnal pictures. So if you do parts of this with certain colours, you can, you know, apply it to any of your pages. Okay, I'm going to pick up Olive Earth, and as I said, I will tell you the colour. Whoops, so sorry. I needed to mute that for you. What was I saying? That threw me off. Oh, that's it. You can use this in any of your autumnal pages. So there's lots of them. Okay, so I'm going to come to this with Olive Earth. And then I'm going to bring that down. And then I'm going to pick back up my basil. And I'm going to put that in with the Olive Earth. Remember, if it's anything for me, stick in caps, otherwise that is fine. I know you all chat amongst yourselves, that's what the hangouts are for. Okay, so I'm going to put a tiny bit of my Olive Earth in the middle, not too much. I just want to put it especially underneath where these little toadies are. And I'm going to put a little bit coming up into the stalks, because we'll put some brown in there as well. I don't want to mix too many colours because we're quite uniform that. Okay, back to basil. And then I need a bit of a lighter touch, so let's go for... Ah, thanks. Thanks. Okay, don't laugh. Foliage. Is that how you say it? I can never say it right. We're going to go for foliage. Or in Sam's way of saying it, foliage. Let's put that in that bottom bit and mix it in. Okay, so it's nice and light. Put some basil. Get our blender pencil. And I'm just going to blend with a blender pencil. This is the new Caran d'Ache one. I don't know if you've seen them, but so instead of being that wax stick, they've got a pencil blender now. That I thought I'd try it on Cult pens. So have a look if you've not tried them. This is amazing. There we go. Alright, so before I do my mushrooms, I'm going to come up to my little guy here, my little squirrel, and I want to do him with the reddy brown. So I'm going to go for a few tones in him. So we're going to go for Sienna, Sepia Red, Ruby Earth. We've got Autumn Brown. So we're going to go for some nice tones. Merlot would be even nice, and Venetian Red. We'll have a little go and play around. That's okay, Mum. We understand. Okay, let's have a look at our colours. Van Dyke Brown. Okay, colours. Van Dyke Brown. Okay, so these squirrels here, you can either have them in like a red squirrel or you can have them in a brown. So we're going to do a bit of both. So I'm going to go for a light coat, and so I know what colours I'm using of. This one is Sienna, so this is going to be a reddish brown all over his tail. So I'm just going to add a coating so I know what I'm doing. So we go all over. And some parts are going to be lighter, some parts are going to be darker, but at least I know that's going to be the red. This part of him will be slightly red as well. So his ears coming into the back here and his face will be light. So we do that to signify that. And then I'm also going to put some Venetian red, which is slightly darker, here. So I'm just planning out where I'm going to go with this. Okay. This little chest. I'm going to come over to some Ruby Earth, mix that in so it's a bit deeper. And then his little feet. And then his little hands. And then I need like a brown. So I'm going to get... Hello, Alison. Oh, well, you've got it. Bless you. Van Dyke Brown. I always find that so sweet. A goal is to catch live. That is so adorably sweet. Thank you. Okay, and then I'm going to go for a coating of the brown in the body so I know exactly what colours I'm going to be layering up. So he's got these cute tiny little features over here, and that's going to be there, and the brown's going to be at the top of the ear. Okay, so we're going to start to layer up on this. Now I want quite a deep red on that, so I'm going to go for some Merlot. Merlot is it one of the added colours? I believe so. So if you've got the 100, you get this. If you've got the 72 and you're building the singles up, Merlot, I believe, is in the 100, like additional 36 colours. I can't remember. 36, 38. How many colours are added on? 38. Is it 38? Sorry, guys, I'm all over. Is it the additionals? I think so. So you can buy these in singles on Cult Pens, and they are international shipping. So we're going to go with a nice deep red on his towel because they have this gorgeous deep tone. So let's start to layer that up. And I'm not doing any fluffiness because actually the fluffiness is already drawn in. So you can just add some if you want to, but it's already in there. So I'm just going to worry about blending and shading. Okay, we're going to go back to some Sienna on this bit. So let's mix in some Sienna with the Merlot. They are open stock, yes. You can buy them open stock. Thank you, Kenny. And there's the link to the Etsy bundle of 2 pages by Kelly. So you don't just get this one, you get a rabbit also. It's in the thumbnail and it's also in the description and in the chat several times. Hello, Kelly. Okay, so we're going to go for a bit more Merlot. I'm going to get this on the go with some autumnal feels. Back to Sienna. Oh, yum yum. Enjoy, Nana. That's okay, you look away. Go eat. Sounds absolutely delicious. It's that time of year. What perfectness is that? It's like autumn. I say autumn is here and everyone's eating soup. Yum. I need to make some soup, homemade soup. I love making soups. They make me feel good and warm. Does sound scrumptious. We're all sitting here like, can we have some? Gonna put some Persian orange just to mix in with those colours. Who else wants soup now? That's a nice orange, and then we're going to blend that in and together for a minute before we go and head back. We might head back and put some deeper colours in, but for the moment we've got some nice colours going on. Okay, whoopsie, I've got pencils flying. Okay, let's go for some sepia red, which has got more of a brown tone. Okay. I might get the Copic next on the owl because I can get some nice colours mixed in, but we'll see. At the minute I'm just enjoying layering up. Okay, so I'm just adding these tones together. These tiny little creatures are so cute. Hello, Andrea. That's okay. Oh, yummy. I think we're all sitting here very jealous now. Gosh, everyone's getting hungry. And Van Dyke Brown. Who wants to now make soup? I know I do. I feel like going to the shop and getting a bunch of fresh veg, some croutons, and making them, and some little minestrone pasta, and making a minestrone now. Oh, that's what I fancy doing. For tomorrow, not today. By the time I finish, it's not long enough for a you know, soup to sit and be cooked like thoroughly all the way through. Hello, Daniela. Gonna go for some autumn brown. And blend that in. Then we need a really nice lighter tone, which I'm going to bring in there, and we'll blend that together. Okay, so we're not blended yet, we're just adding in. We're layering up a little bit and then we'll blend out. Okay, that's fine. Have fun. Okay. Let's go for his little face being a bit lighter. So I've got some Van Dyke Brown. So I'm using the same colours. I'm just putting them in different places. What colour noses do squirrels have? See, when you look on the bigger picture, it's actually quite deep. We need a lighter tone for these next bits, so I need to find one. How will the taupe, is it taupe? Be? Let's have a look at that one. Okay, that's nice and lighter, so we'll add that in. And then we'll blend that together. Can you believe I'm actually using a blender pencil today? I think with these types of things it actually goes pretty well. Okay. Nice, deep, rich colours, this type of thing, isn't it? Really nice. Let's colour me a pink monkey. Ooh. Right, and then I'm going to blend out a little bit before I, you know, sit and decide whether or not I want to add any more depth to this little fella. Squeaky the squirrel over here, he is quite a cutie. Do anyone remember the alligator guy? What was his name? Oh my gosh, Steve. Is it Steve Austin? Irwin. Steve. Is it Irwin? Yes. And everything was, it's a beauty. I used to love it. I used to love him so much. Irwin, Mr. Irwin. Steve Backshaw. What was his first name? Was it Steve? But everything was a cutie, wasn't it? It's a right cutie. I was like, oh, I love him. Okay, Okay, Venetian red. I just want to add a little bit more depth to this guy. Isn't he adorable? Squeak. I'm going to call this one Squeak. He's got a little acorn. We'll come back to that in a minute. Crocodile. Yeah, what was his name though? I know it's Irwin. Steve Irwin? Was it Steve Irwin? Crocodile Hunt. I used to watch it all the time and I can't remember. Funny how like your brain forgets things that aren't, you know, a consistent thing in your life. Thank you. Oh, your mind goes blank. Van Dyke Brown. His daughter Bindi, she's having a baby, isn't she? She's grown up. Steve Irwin, I thought it was. Hiya Melody! I thought you'd be asleep, hun. Bless your heart. Okay, and then we're going to go to Venetian red, just around the eye. And his nose. I thought it was Steve. Why do I second doubt myself? You know, because it's been such a long time. Yeah, your brain just doesn't go there. Okay, we're going to go for some... It was Steve Irwin. Why couldn't I think of it? Genuinely. Okay, I'm going to turn the page because I'm going to go for this one here. So I'm going to put in some no, I'm not. I'm going to get a green Copic because that will help me out. Okay, we're going to go for a Copic. Because, just bear with me. Let me get a piece of paper a second. Because it will help me out. I'm being very, very lazy with leaves. Okay, so the one that I've just picked up is called Spring Dim Green G82. I am super lazy with leaves and I'm not even afraid to admit that. Okay, you've gone out of focus. Bear with me. I did say I'd bring in a Copic or two. There we go. The crocodile guy, yeah, Steve Irwin. I'm sitting here saying Steve, but you know when the back of your brain you just can't think? That happens to me a lot. Okay, so I've got this Copic. Really love this colour. And because I'm a lazy leaf lady, that's a mouthful. I do like to do this type of thing quick and less painful. Pam, I'm on extra medication. So I'm, at the minute, alright, because I upped things. I know I've done it and I shouldn't have done it, but it got me through. But I've had a lazy day and yeah, that always helps. When I generally stream, I don't do anything beforehand. Ever, because I know that I want to sit for a few hours with you guys, so I never do anything on a stream day ever. Okay, so I'm going to be super lazy and I'm going to bring that up to here as well. So I'm bringing this spring dim green up and I'm going to be so lazy. Sorry, Shannon. Anyone else lazy with leaves? Want to dodge them as much as I do? Yep, get a marker on top of it. It will work. Okay. So we definitely like the lazy option with a leaf. Or you can watercolour them. And I'm going to turn. We're going to put pencils, but this, look how much coverage we've got with just... See, with just one colour. Then we're going to skip on to another green, which will be, I think it'll be this one. Let me double check. Yes. Okay, so this next one is YG63, and this one is called Pea Green. My favourite. Another my favourites like this. Yes. Could we have prayers for Melody? Her new little puppy bear has been in hospital for 2 days. He's not been very well, and she's not long got him. So we need to send lots of positive thoughts and get him home. Get him home so quick. Okay. Then we're going to do this green, which is a deeper green. So, not too deep. And we're going to mix that in. Let's put some extras. And then we're going to put a little bit on the top here. So if you've got any brush marker at all, these are super helpful. I usually work dark to light with them, but I've done light to dark, but that doesn't matter because I'm still going to put coverage in that. Bear Sherry is Melody's little pup, very new pup, and he's not been well. He's been in hospital. Oh gosh, Pam, that must be awful. You'll be okay in the end, I promise you. G85, this one is. It's going to take some work though. Yeah, I had that procedure done at the beginning of the year, which helped. But that starts to wear off very soon, which I'm not happy about, but what can you do? And then I upped my meds, so I'm on the highest that I can be on. I can't go on any higher. But yeah, on stream days I don't do anything else. So I do send you a lot of well wishes. I know it's horrible. And I know there's days where you just want to scream, but you'll get through it. Okay, so that is what we got, and we're going to put in some reds and stuff after. But we've got a couple of Copics. We'll do this by now shortly. Okay, look, if we come up, you see how quick those leaves were done. Okay, so I'm going to come over to this guy and we'll come to these leaves after. And what I'm going to do, barn owls have got lots of browns. So like those natural colours, we're going to come do those. So things like a warm grey would be good even, because they're like a nice warm colour. Or even like a dull ivory will be a good colour to start with. So we're going to go for E43. And we're just going to start this off. Remember, I'm going to come in with pencils. We're just starting this off. These are good pencils to pens to blend, and then if you want to add details, you can bring your pencils in. Okay, so when I do any Copic, I go very lightly. And I'm quite selective on how hard, or how light I should say, that I go. And it really does help, because they have a lot of white in their wings, white and these light browns. So we're going to use that to our advantage. So we're going to put some of these gorgeous tones in. And don't forget, we're going to come back as well. So the face has a lot of ivory, which we're going to use in pencils. So we're just going to start off getting some of these gorgeous tones in. They have a lot of it. So in the wings they have one light tone. So we're going to come back. We're going to come back. I hear you doing owls as well. I love owls. And then I'm also think I'm going to put in a little bit of this colour. Yeah. So this is Champagne, which is E71. Which we're going to blend into some of that. So it just helps us along. We might do some Copics as well on these toadstools, and then we've got to come in and do all our pencil work. So I'm going to go around the outer edge of the face. They've got like a slightly deeper face. Okay, so I think that'll be enough on markers on him because I've got to do the rest in pencils. While I'm on this champagne-y colour, I think we're going to bring that into the toadstool like bottom. Just because they've got like that earthy tone, so I'm going to put some champagne. Sorry I haven't been in the chat for a second, I will look. So we're going to start them off as well. So it just gives us a starting point on these. I know, it goes a bit too quick, doesn't it? And then I'm going to bring in a little bit of a red. So I think this one's salmon red, yeah. Which is a nice light sort of half. It gives us a starting point again. So this is on our little berries on the outer. I'm going to bring some in. The good thing with these is it is so quick, and what it then will help out is where we're going to go with colours. It blends out and it's just so nice and easy for us, which I really like. I'm all about that. I am all about that. Especially with leaves and stuff like that. Okay, this is strong red, which is R46, which is just going to go on some of this into or around, or you know, blended out from that salmon red, which is a bit lighter, and that just deepens that for us. So that's nice and starty, pointy. Ow, you're so sweet. I don't think that at all, but thank you. Okay, and this little branch here, we need a nice light colour. So what about sand? So we're going to go for this bright, and then we're going to come in with our pencils, right? So we've got a lot of pencil work still to do. Okay, so sand is E33. Okay, so we're going to bring some of that in. So we've still got to do all pencil work, which I'm looking forward to doing. Okay, and then I need another tone of brown. So maybe this is the one I'm looking for. Light walnut. That seems like a, yeah. Light walnut is E57. Which is going to go and blend into those colours there. Remember, Copics are quite versatile. I think they're more forgiving than many others because they are blendable. I'm going to come back to sand, which was our last colour. I'm just going to blend that into that a little bit. There we go. And the rest will be done with the pencils. Right, are we ready? Oh, that sounds so good. You're all making me hungry today, and that doesn't happen that often. But all this food talk. Oh. E47 is dark brown. I'm just going to go as my last colour. But soup will win over a cake for me. Any day, any day. I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of this in there. Because we're going to come in with our pencils anyway, just like that. Okay, so we've got some started, which is fabulous. Ah, thanks, Connie. I really enjoy them. When I take my time with them, I really do enjoy them. I was just trying to blend in a little bit, and then we can go from there. See, we've already got so much already started for us, so we can start to layer up. Okay, so I think we go for these berries, seeing as we've got some reds out. And then we'll do toadstools last. I leave those for last. So we'll do berries, leaves, owl, toadies, and then if we've got time, we'll do him. I don't know how much time it will take me. Oh, nice. No, that is exciting news. That it really is exciting news. Yum. Okay. So my berries down here, that's going to be like the darkest point. So then I'm going to go for strawberry in the light fast. And I'm going to just layer in a little bit of that. Yeah, I love doing Copic pictures. Connie, how do you find them? I love them. I love everything that I sit and play with though, I must admit. Some things take me longer than others, but to be fair, like, it's just the fun of it all. If you find the enjoyment in anything you do, it's worth every minute. But there's no stress in Copics, I don't think, because you can blend them out, and I find with other markers they're not as forgiving. They kind of are. What you all spending on? Hey, what you all enabling? I love looking at what you guys have. What have you bought yourselves recently? Enable us, tell us. I love listening. Okay, so in the middle I'm going to go for white, just to leave them a little bit like shine on them. So just my white, just going to literally put that in the middle because I really want a white edge or a white highlight in them. So just getting white on that. So keep it. Ah. Hello, nice to meet you too. Okay, I'm gonna go for Olive Earth, and I'm gonna have to turn my page. I'm so sorry, but it's the only way I can get to this. I'm gonna go for Olive Earth, and I'm gonna put that in here. So I won't leave those bits white, but I will put other colours in. So I'm just putting in this Olive Earth amongst those other greens that we had with the Copics. But see how that sped things up for us, which is perfect. And you diamond painters, what diamond paintings are you doing as well? I'm 3/4 of the way done on Jack and Sally. And then I'm going to do a Halloween one, because I think I'll be in Halloween mode for the entire length of November. And then we'll be in Christmas mode. So we shall see. Then I'm going to go for foliage, and I'm just going to blend into those colours we've already got down. So we've still got the Copics. I'm going into the white spots because the Copics have already done a lot of work for us, so we don't have to worry. So all those white areas that I had, I'm just going to put this in there. And I'm also going to bring in a tiny bit of that basil. So it's like a mixture of those dark greens, and then the basil. Hey Debs! I think I said hello, I'm not quite sure. So many people come in and I think, have I? Can't remember, so I say it a second time just in case. Okay. And then all you have to do with that, again, you got those markers there, blend that into your marker. It should really mix well. This Carantash blender, if you've not tried it guys, try it. It makes you want to use it on everything. Hence me doing so. It really is lovely. Okay, foliage. So we're going to come up here. I'm going to put the foliage up the top. I just really feel like an autumnal picture, you know. The link for both my cardstock and this is in the description. Okay, so we're just putting in enough. You love when I talk more. I talk. I don't stop. I'm just concentrating at the moment. But I do talk a lot, as you probably know. I don't stop. As there's a saying over here, when you talk a lot, and it says, you have more rabbit than Sainsbury's. And my mum used to say that to me all the time. And all that means is you talk too much. You got more rabbit than Sainsbury's. If anyone looks it up on YouTube, Chaz and Dave, which is a duo, singing duo, they've actually got a song called You've Got More Rabbit Than Sainsbury's. It just means you talk so much. Okay, so then I'm going to pick up Ruby Earth, and what I'm going to do is add a touch of that into here so that it goes into this branch bit, right? And I'm just going to bring and allow some of that to come into that leaf. Oh, I missed a leaf. Oh, how did that happen? Okay, so we need to have a bit more foliage on that. So let's just put that all over. And then I'll put some other greens in there as well. So just put over the entire thing. And then I'm going to go for some of that olive earth. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, I've always been told that I speak a ton. Or that I don't shut up. That's the usual, putting it mildly, that's what people say to me. You never shut up. No, nope. Okay, some of that ruby earth, and that's just because I'm going to put a little bit of that into here. And then we need a brown. So I'm just going to bring you out a little bit. And then this branch, I'm going to put some of that taupe into that ruby earth. And then we're going to have a tiny bit of a deeper brown, but for now that's doing what I need it to. Okay, that's actually a perfect colour for the owl. Hello, Della! And then we're gonna tip it into the owl in a minute once I've done this bit. And then any other details that I want to add, we'll add it as we go along. But I'm going to try and get as much done in this as possible. Yeah, I do. I just find my mouth sometimes just doesn't know when to stop. And that can be an issue. Hiya, KP. How are you, honey? Okay, so we've got another lady that likes to talk is our KP. Okay, Autumn Brown. I love KP's chat the most. If you want someone entertaining to listen to and you want to laugh, KP's your absolute person. Talking of talking. Talking of talking. You need like... Shell, it's an A from Kelly O Gorman's new Etsy bundle. It's like this bundle. It's an autumnal bundle. So I'm going to take my time on this one. I just fancied a PDF day. And I really wanted this to be seen. Because I do like Kelly. I think her art is beautiful and so unique. Back to taupe. And also, it's autumn. And then Tuesday I'm going to be doing my last session on Mr. Werewolf. It should be the last one. And then next Saturday will be an anything day. I like my anything days because anything goes. But it'll be something to do. Yes, that's what we were talking about. We don't know when to. We don't need to. Yes, right, Kenny. But it's fun. So that's what the streams are there for. And I say this every time. I'm not trying to be a professional. I'm not even someone that can colour amazingly. But what I do believe in is having a channel where everyone can come to that is about the hobby. And if I've done that, I've succeeded. That is what I want. Hello, Emily. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of that into there actually because that's a really nice colour. Yeah, that is my aim. It's always been my aim. Mr. Owl. Alright, let me look at a picture of an owl, guys, so I can start putting in. Oh, Nana. Look what Nana's got. Do you want to get hungry? Look at that. That is proper homemade vegetable soup and crusty rolls. It looks amazing. Thank you, as are you. I have... Nana, you've made me even more hungry now. Okay, what I wanted to look like was a barn owl. No, I don't want the barn owl cool. They've got a white face, haven't they? Yeah. And a beigey underbelly. Well, it's white. I say it's not pure white. So this is a barn owl. So it's got these types of colours on its wings. And it's got like a heart-shaped face. And it's got like a whitey ivory coloured face. So we're going to roll with that. So I'm going to keep that beside me. I'm going to bring you down. And we'll work on the wings the most. So we need like a beige. Let's look for a beige. Warm earth is a good colour. It looks so good. Yeah, you're a veggie, aren't you? KP's a veggie, so she'd like that. Oops. Oh, Kenny, I know. See, Kenny, you're like me. You don't eat meat, even though you do. You don't eat it as often as someone who is like a ravenous meat eater. Yeah, they are gorgeous. Okay, so I've gone for some warm earth. Let's try this one. Yes, perfect colour. Okay, let me sharpen it. We're going to do this owl slowly. Okay, Connie. Oh, Joanna, you're the dog whisperer. Okay, let's do Mr. Bar now. So I've got warm earth in the Derwent Lightfast. So anyone's coming in, I am going to make up a Derwent Lightfast downloadable sheet of some kind, because what I want to do is something like what Emily did for the Black Widow, so I can fit it in my colouring case. So I really want to do something really compatible, but able to fit all 100 colours on there. So I'll work on that in the week next week, like I did with the Loomies chart, which you can download as well on my Google Drive. Right, there's these little bits on there, and those bits are like a grey. So we're gonna do that. Okay, sorry, I'm just trailing off them because I was just thinking. So I really want to work on a chart for us all, so I'll do that soon. Just life has been a bit upside down, but Mum's next appointment isn't until the following week, so I won't have to go there until then. Plus all these new tiers and restrictions are all coming in place again, so we really shouldn't be going anywhere again, you know, not inside, not mixing. So I should really, in hindsight, if things don't happen, have some time on my hands next week in order to be able to fulfill some stuff. So that should be good. Okay, I actually want to tone that down a touch. It's a bit too dark. Yes, conversion. Yeah, this will be a, hold on, I just need to take out a tad of colour there. It's a bit too much. It will be a, not a conversion chart, a colour chart. Sorry, I was trying to think. So it's all the colours of, still on warm earth for the minute, all the colours of the Lightfast, but in colour order, and able so that it can fit on a letter size but cut down slightly shorter. So a little bit bigger than an A5, a little bit smaller than an A4, if that makes sense. So it's a compatible one. That's what I want to do. Okay, so let's put, this is just starting our colours off, guys. So let's go for some of that around the edging. Also got some of this coming in here as well. Also around the eyes. Their eyes are quite dark. They have a little bit of a, thank you, that's so sweet of you. I'll do it in Google Documents so that people can download it. That's the only issue that I have with, I can't do it in other, I have to do it on my Google Drive so I can be able to share it with the community. Because I tried it and then I couldn't attach it and I was like, oh, you are kidding. After all that. Okay, so starting the colours off. Yes, Shell, she's okay. Her silicone in the eye is dispersing out. She's still blurred and you still have to type in massive capital letters to her so she can see it. But yeah, she's a bit brighter. For a few days she was a bit down about it, but she's a bit brighter. Thank you. She is in chat. She's watching. So if anyone wants to say anything to Mum, she's got her chat open, she can see it in big caps. So if you want to talk to me or Mum, just stick it in caps. If she's not there to see it, she won't answer. But yeah, thank you. Okay. Then I want a champagne colour. And we got to do some there's like a grey. and a darker brown and a lightish like tone. So I'm going to use some champagne. Champagne is a sort of creamy colour, and that in some of the sections. Oh crap, did you see that? I always say, oh crap a doodle. That happened. So that's going to go in some of the places that I want around. Okay, so not. Oh, okay. Oh, do you? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Mum, if you open your chat, people are talking. Oh, there you go. See, if she can't read them all, I'll read them back to her when the chat's rendered. So I'll read them, I'll come back and read them to her. Because like with her hospital letters, she takes a picture of them so I can read them to her on the phone. But she can't see to read everything, but she tries to make it out. I don't know. Don't even ask, Kenny. I'm not even pressing hard. Okay, so we're starting to get a little bit of a picture, and then we need to, you know, build it up, I think. Okay, so I need not black, it is like a grey. Let's try this one. Let's try granite, and that's in these sort of little sections. So she's giving you some round areas, and that is like there's greys in here, and then we've got to really sort of build up on those colours. I don't know how that happens. No idea. Different body happened. Different person come and did that. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. So there's like a little bit of speckly stuff in there. There's, I don't know, it's like a grey. Yes, it's on its way, KP. I didn't do it really. Accidentally ordered. Is that what we say? Yeah, I ordered it. It is coming. Okay, gonna put a little bit of sienna. I think mine comes Tuesday. Is that the? Let me see. Is that the 22nd? Oh no, mine's Thursday, I think. Oh, Pam, sleep. That's definitely what you need. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of sienna in here. We have to blend this together a little bit and deepen it up. But we know where our colours are going. Really? Well, I haven't had a disagreement with them. Maybe that's why. I didn't know that. They've usually had excellent customer service, but I suppose there is the odd one that falls through the net. That's like in life of everything. Hi, Aria. Granite. Okay, so we're going to put a bit of that grey just into that white bit. I think I'm going to need a buff titanium, but we'll see. I'm just going to put a bit of that grey. It's got to come into there as well. So we're going to need some colour, but it's going to be white. And we're going to need that champagne. What's the name of the Kanuko Agusa? Oh, isn't it like Seasons? Oh, I did say, didn't I? Let me have a look for you. It's Symphony of, there it is. Symphony of Cute Animals. Symphony of Cute Animals. So you can pre-order that on Amazon Japan. So it's by Kanuku. Now there's 25 of them. If you do have the last Animal Wonderland, I think it was special from Colouring Heaven, they have 25 of them that are repeated from there, but the rest of them are completely new. Okay, I'm going to bring in my no, this is just sienna. So you will have some repeating that you may have seen, but the rest of them are going to be completely new. So yeah, there's 96 pages, I believe, so most of them will be. So the eyes are going to be super dark on this owl. Okay, I need that warm earth. I'll put the link in after the stream, guys. That's the only link that I'll have to put in. Because it's Amazon Japan. I'll put it in after the stream. And the link for this is in the description, as is my cardstock. And the details of that as well. Okay, hold on. Let's bring it up a minute. Let's have a look on a whole. Right, so some of these will have white bits, obviously, because there's a lot of white in the chest. So I'm going to bring in a white for a minute, and I'm going to just put the white over the entire bit here, just to blend out that edge. Now the eyes are super dark, so they're going to be black. I'm going to blend that out on the chest to white, and I'm going to white out that line. Now the feet, I think, are brown. Yeah, so I'm going to bring taupe on the feet, and on that little leg there and here. So those, they actually have quite a lot of that grey in their feathers, so I'm just going to add just some extra bits. I didn't realise I've actually got quite a lot of that. And even on, if I bring white pens in, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so let's bring in a white Posca. I'm just going to take out this black line mostly, because what that will do, if you have any buffering, guys, it's just it's the internet today. It's busy on a Saturday, so it generally has a little bit of interference. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, my white Poscas are really not my friend. There we go. And we have some. I need to unblock my white Poscas, but if you take out the black lines, just where the white's supposed to be, you should have, I do the eyes black, you should be able to make it look as though, you know, it's got the white in there. But yeah, we'll fix that up in a moment. Where did you get it from, Kenny? Oh, mine are just playing me up at the moment. Don't go on how mine are, but they're really good usually. Okay, let's get our black. The eyes are really quite deep. They have like really dark, like a black eye. These ones. They're like a really midnight black. They really are deep. Okay, and then they have like a, what colour's their beak? Oh, Etsy, that would be fine. Amazon Japan, I don't know how much the difference was, Kenny, but Amazon Japan were they were quite good with their price. Alright, their claws are like a dark brown. I think I paid all in all with shipping like £20. Okay, so I'm just using some autumn brown. It depends on how much it works out, but to be honest, yeah, it's not a bad move either way. I just did mine on Amazon Japan just because it always works out that tiny bit cheaper for me. But I know in the US you've got different shipping prices, so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. I will have to have a look at a price comparison on, you know, on that. Okay, just going back to taupe a minute. Just want to deepen up the dark parts. Amazon Japan are generally really good to just check. Sometimes they're cheaper, sometimes they're not. It depends on what country you are and how much your shipping is from Amazon, Japan, etc. But they're usually quite efficient. Your spirit animal. They're beautiful, aren't they? I always really like to put a bit of buff titanium. I'm trying to refrain from that. Okay, what did we say this was? This was a J. Jaybird. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, okay, so it's like a, hold on. This is the Jaybird. It's like a brown, it's got blue. I think that is it, because they've got like a really blue, this is blue, this bit. And they're also this colour. Okay, let's try that. So I'm going to go back to taupe, because that's the colour here. And I'm just going to put that all over the chest. And then some of that is white. This is white on the underneath, so that needs to be left. So this part here, I'm just looking. Then it goes to black. Okay, so let's get our black. We're going to plot this out and plant where our colours are going here. Okay, so let's go to black here. And then there's a tiny bit of white, and then we've got black again. Then white, then black. So it's like a mixture. And then they have like this black stripe. And then they have some black in the eye. Like around the eye has got some black. And then on the head. Okay, so let's go back to taupe a moment. And that goes into some white. So I'm just going to put where we need our colour down. So it's got some white on the underbreast. This long bit here has got black, some taupe and some white. And then we need, this is like a really vibrant blue. That is, look at that blue. That's what we need. So it's like a really bright blue. So just for the time being, I'm going to put a really light coloured blue. Just so I know that that part is blue. Okay, so we're just planting out where our colours are. Okay, so this part here, I'm going to put taupe, and I'm going to put this in quite a nice amount. So I'm going to start to lay this down. And then here, taupe, taupe, taupe. I'm going to put some in that wing and also on the top of the head. Okay. Yes, put it in big caps. I can't. Hi Tiana, otherwise I can't see it. I definitely missed it because my head's down, but I don't intend on missing it, believe me. So if I do miss something, I apologise, but just pop it in big capital letters for me, and then I should see it. I say should. Should. Not everyone. I mean, I could happily live meat-free if I put my mind to it. Happily. Okay, so then this part's going to be, don't worry about the black bits for now. I need another colour to mix in with that. So they've got like a fleshy colour. I'm actually going to pick up Flesh Pink just to put on the underneath on with this colour, and then we'll blend it in. So I need some Flesh Pink in with that. So I've got this gorgeous tone I'm going to put in there. I really need to layer up a little bit more and everything, but I will do that. I will do that. I just, I like to get things in and done, and then we can layer up and add details. Oh, how lovely. Connie, you know, I've never seen one. Never seen one, but I'm definitely going to look out for one now. They're beautiful. It's like the blues are blue, like, you know, absolutely electric blue. The blacks are vividly dark against these other colours. It's just got so much going on, this bird. I absolutely love it. Okay, so we need some of the other colour that I'm looking for. Where's that gone? Okay, so we're back to taupe. And we need to layer that up and blend that into that flesh colour that we just put down. I've absolutely positively never seen this bird, but I'm going to be on the lookout. You can also lack in iron from other things though, Suzanne. Health conditions, etc. So, okay, so let's go, but it's people's choice. I definitely could live easily as a vegetarian. And I have done in the past. I only went back because of the smell of bacon, of all things. Okay, I'm going to go for some Van Dyke Brown for a moment, and I'm just going to put a tiny amount in. Okay, really liking those colours. We've got Sienna, which are one of my favourite colours in this whole entire set, which I am looking for. It's right in front of me that I can't seem to find, which is always the way with me. Something in, oh, there we go, it's in my hand, that's why. Sienna. I can never seem to find something that's right in front of my face. Okay, so I'm going to leave some sections white because they have. Right, let's get some blues. So I need an electric blue. Let's go for some ocean blue dark. Yeah, bacon. Smell of bacon. I was vegetarian for a year and the smell of bacon just was not helpful, KP. It was the thing that made me want to eat meat again, and I'd been meat free for a year. Dark turquoise, this is the colour that I'm looking for. And you know the funniest thing, KP, I don't eat bacon as much now. Andrew will tell you, I eat it like once in a blue moon. So of all things to turn me back to eating meat, bacon, I don't know why it was that. Okay, gonna go for the mid ultramarine. Which is that bright blue. And then we need the black. So we're going to go for just straight up black. Because it's like a deep black colour. So there's no shading with the black. It needs to be solid. Sorry. So we're going to go for a deep coating of this, because as I said, this colour is very vividly dark on the actual bird. There is no shading in the black. It might reflect a bit of light, so we'll do a tiny bit on the corner of that, but for the most part it's really deep. So on this end of it, we'll keep it a bit lighter, and in that case I'll put a little bit of just white on the edge, so like it's reflected a little bit of light. Otherwise it's going to be nice thick black. Then we have those black lines on every single feather. But I'd love to see your versions of this page. I say this all the time, you know, we've all got our own styles, which is what I love. So I like to see everybody's different versions of a page, because I can always tell someone's style. Okay, so I'm going to bring that black down. but it's not on every single feather on that part. And it's got black here as well, which is really deep. It goes deep on this under part, and then it goes into like a, branches off into nothing. And then come back to our taupe. See, it's the smell of it. It's got to be the smell of it. The thing is with you know, with certain foods, it might not even be necessarily something that you have often, but the smell of something can be very sort of enticing, and it makes you want it so bad, and then you end up breaking your own silly rules just because the smell was good. But what's one of the first things that we do with food? It's the smell of it, isn't it? What's the first thing when you walk into someone's home and they're cooking? Oh my gosh, that smells good. It's just what we do. Okay, what colour? Oh, they've got black beak. Okay, so let's go for black. It's an instinct, I think, in us to go, oh, and even when we see something, oh, that smells good. It's just what we do. We're funny. Thank you. Okay, so we go for some of that granite. It's going to be in there so that we can see that. Oh, look what I just did. I smudged. The black didn't like me. Oh, Kim, I'm going to follow Shannon. So, Chop and Haze in the chat. You know our Shannon? I'm following her with that paper. So, all those papers are going to be tried into albums. So, not scrapbook albums, like albums of like photos, that kind of thing. Okay, we need to do some mushrooms, don't we? Because we've still got some time. Okay, so in these little birds, they've actually got like a lighter part in their wing. So that's like a ruby earth. So I'm going to add some of that ruby earth into the back of their wing. They've actually got some in there. And then I just got to do their little feet, which are light. I didn't realise they have this like ruby type of colour in their wing. Okay, so their feet, they're like a pinky fleshy colour. So salmon looks like a good one. No, it's a J. It's a J. This look good in there actually. So I've just got some salmon. And they've got like a white there, so I'm going to leave that white. But they've also got pinky feet, so I'm going to just turn it a minute. And I'm putting some salmon in. So I'm just putting that all over the feet. There we go. It's very light. They've got light feet for such a, you know, a very vivid and dark animal. And I'm just going to put a teeny tiny bit of the... Yes, I am. And you know what? Now that... Oh, Monya has done the apple. I want to do that apple. Because she looks like the Wicked Witch. I kind of want to follow Monya on that Disney picture. Because it would look good. Because she's based on her, isn't she? She's based on her. Okay, let's come down to some mushrooms. Should we go for some traditional reds on that one? Strawberry. Let's go for some strawberry, and I'm just going to start to plan out where I want some of these nice deep reds to come. So let's go for... Hello! That's okay, welcome. New, oh, we don't mind. Welcome. Okay, we need something very light. Let's go for some skirt. This Derwent Red's a nice red. And Bordeaux's nice. Let's put this stuff. Really weird. I like that name. Okay. So we've done that little bird at the top for now. So we've still got to add details and stuff, but we're just trying to cover everything that we can. So that, you know, you got some inspo. But as I said, we've all got our own styles, which is really cool. Okay, so I'm just going to put some of this. This is strawberry, which is not as vivid. The best red is Derwent Red. That red is just ridiculously amazing. I'm going to do a mixture, but at the minute I really want some like deep reds. So I just start it off. Hiya Dee. Hiya Adri. Welcome everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. For some of us it's like evening. I'm not going to worry about, do you know, I'm actually going to go over these little spots because I'm going to wipe them out completely. So I'm not going to fiddle around them actually. Let's go over the entire thing very lightly with this red because I'm going to go deep. This is actually going to be the lightest red that I use. So the deepest red will probably be Bordeaux, which is like a wineish colour. Scarlet is nice, but I don't think I'm going to go for Scarlet. I'm going to go for some Derwent Red and some Autumn Red and Bordeaux. I think we'll do that. Oh, I'm not an artist really, weird. I'm a colourist. Coloured pencils and alcohol markers are completely different things altogether. It depends on, of course I can, it depends on what avenue you want to go down. It really depends. They're totally different things. So it's really hard for me to say one or the other until you've given me an idea. Okay, Autumn Red, because alcohol markers are obviously less forgiving when you're first starting out, but you can start out with them as a base and then, you know, get used to the feel of them, etc, etc. Coloured pencils you can learn to start off with. You might start off with just, you know, laying down one colour. Then you might start out with putting 2 or 3 colours together and blending. There is so many self-help books out there that can help you with layering and blending, and it depends if you want to take this seriously, what avenue you want to go down. It really is like a very big question. Hi Gracelyn. Okay, Derwent Red is very vibrant. You'll see what I mean. It's like the most red of all the, it's one of my favourite reds. Derwent Red is like the red of reds. It's the queen of reds. If you had the Queen of Hearts having a pencil, this would be it, because she loves her red. Okay, so I'm going to go back to some Autumn Red. So I'm using Autumn Red and Derwent Red at the moment. They will layer up together beautifully. Strawberry dulls it down. Oops, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to knock you there. And then I am going to add a hint of yellow ochre in here, and you'll see what I mean. So this tones it down into slightly different, and then when you add the yellow ochre or apricot, you could even use, do I want to use apricot or yellow? No, I'll go for the yellow ochre. That has like the ability to change the top to having like a little glow of yellow, which is what I want. So just the very top of this mushroom, I'm going to add some yellow ochre, and then we'll blend it all out together. So let's put some of that in there and grab some apricot as well. That will just add that into there. Right, let's look at our deepest colour. They do. They have the perfect autumny colours, you're right. Okay, Bordeaux, so like a Bordeaux red. This is just Bordeaux, and this is just my deepest colour. Now I have to figure out which side I want the deepest, so I'm going to say this side before I layer in anything else. This can have some. And then we go back to our last coat, which is Autumn Red. And we're going to get our Posca very shortly, as long as it works for me. Our Strawberry, our Derwent Red, which goes at the bottom, our Strawberry again, and then I'm going to just grab my blender pencil on that very middle, Just blend that into that yellow ochre. Okay, so if you want a deeper colour, you can actually grab Merlot. And that can just add a bit of depth in, I think. So those ones are going to be the red colour. There we go. So we'll just add that in a little bit. Right, so it's nice and deep. Now, white Posca time. Thank you. Hi, Ashley. So we've got to do the stalk as well. So those three will be those sort of reds. So let's just go the entire way. You can leave it as a circle, or you can fill them in. I'm just circling them at the minute. You all good for time? Who's on this evening? I'm so lost with schedules. Okay. I'm just going to add some extra little tiny bits. So I'm going to leave them as circles. So if you look on the bigger picture, they'll blend in down at the bottom with the pumpkin. We've still got to do some of the branchy bits, and I'll work a little bit more on those leaves. These ones I'm going to do browns, and I've still got to do the trunk. But we'll work on some of that stalk, right? Hiya, Winchester, how are you doing? So we'll do a little bit on this stalk down here. So we're going to go for some warm earth. We'll take out some, right. Then I need black. That's okay, Connie. That's fine. Enjoy cooking your dinner. I've got, oh, talking of, I have to put the jacket potatoes in. Okay, so we've got to put some dirt. So all these little bits here, I'm actually going to do a little bit of dirt. So let's bring a bit of dirt here. A little bit of dirt here. These ones are going to be a beige. We'll do those with beige. So lots of mushrooms. Okay, let's bring up some from this earth. Whilst we've got the pencils out. Okay, so what did I just have, guys? Can't remember. We'll grab some sepia red and warm earth, right? And then we need some champagne. Oh, Hannah Carlson's are quite good. I'm just going by what I started. I started with a different arrangement of, so Joanna Basford was my initial, but it depends on what you want to colour. Hannah Carlson, I'd say, because she's got a variation and she's widely available and everyone seems to be able to access her books. The reason I say her is because she does houses, people, bugs, floral, fauna, animals, pretty much a bit of everything. So if you're going to ask me what I'd suggest, I'd say Hannah Carlson, just purely because I know with me, she got me into it. And I think being that it's got good paper, it's widely available, they're not too expensive, and they literally have a variation of everything, I'd say Hannah Carlson would be a good place to start, because you then will find out what you like to colour. Okay, so let's move over to here a minute, because we've got the underneath, but we're actually going to do these in like beiges as well. Yeah, you've got lots and lots and lots of things that you can, learn in her books, as a personal learner. I learned how to do so many things in her books, and I think she's just a very good all-rounder in terms of learning and beginning with. Hiya, Jamie. Okay, I'm going to go for some brown ochre. And again, I'm going to ignore my circles. She's just someone, if you don't know what direction you're going to go in, go for her. Because you will soon pick up what you enjoy doing. I loved, when I first started, I loved doing anything by her, because she just made me want to colour. And her books have a variation in, so yeah, I'd go for her books. I do, Gracelyn. I have a grey hair one. I do. Okay, Sienna. I'm going for some Sienna. I do. Can you believe it? Yeah, I do. I did with Holbein's, but I did a conversion chart to Polly's in the description of it. So if you haven't got the Holbein's, Polly's is in the description for you. And that was a long time ago. A book for learning how to colour. Colourist Special Effects. That's a good one. So if you want a book, I'd direct you over to those. By Helen Elliston. Warm Earth. Warm Earth. Okay, well, I'm liking the variation of colours here. So we've got some browns, we've got some reddy browns and some beige. And then again, I have to decide what side's going to be the darkest, probably down this side. Okay, so I've still got Van Dyke Brown in my hand, which I picked up, and I'm going to put my darkest side here. So I'm actually going to add a tiny bit of that in there. So we had taupe, didn't we, in brown ochre. We'll have brown ochre again, which I started with. And I'm going to get the champagne. Over here. Aww. You're welcome. Okay, and champagne. I think if you watch pretty much every channel on YouTube, everyone's got something that you'll pick up from, even if it's just one thing from us. It's just they're there. Really like those colours together. Okay, so I'm going to pick up my autumn brown. And I'm just going to now add, like I would if it was coming off these stems, like that. And I really like these colours, like these beige tones. I think they come off so beautifully. Okay, really like those. And then the underneath has to be quite earthy as well, so they go a bit darker, don't they? Okay, so we get our white again. Remember, if there's anything, pop it in caps. I'm going to run, because I want to finish this, guys, with you, if that's okay. So I'll be on for a little bit, not much longer, but a bit longer, I should imagine. So I'm going to just pop the kettle on, because my tea fairy is actually falling asleep, and he's had a really long week, so I want to let him have his day off, like as relaxed as possible, because we've got housework tomorrow that he can help with. So I'm going to put my bee right back up. And I'm just going to add a few of those. So isn't that a nice colour? Really like that. If it buffers, refresh. Yeah, I have 10 on there. Okay, I'm going to be right back. Literally, I'm just going to go pop the kettle on. I'm going to take my phone with me so I can talk to you. I'm just going to put that in the screen. Let's make that bigger for you, so you know. And I'll be right Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my mouth was going to a point where it really needed a drink. So I am back. I did take you with me. I always take you with me. I think I always do anyway. Just so that I don't miss anything because I feel so rude otherwise. Oh, right, let's turn that up because it went a bit dark. Okay. So the underneath, we can do some of this. We'll go for the underneath of this one. We'll do these ones brown. We'll do this trunk. And then we'll do these in like different types of reds. Little acorn, little branches. Figure out the last bits of this leaf. And then it's done. It won't take too long now. Okay, let's go for some of the warm earth. I'll bring you down a little bit again. I don't want to bring you down too much because I get very conscious of whether or not it pixelates for you. I did make a tea. As I said, I didn't want to wake up Mr. Tea Fairy over there. I just really needed a drink because I didn't have a juice or anything with me. I don't really drink juice, I drink hot drinks. What about you guys? Are you more of a hot drink, cold drink person? Okay, warm earth. So I'm going to add some in, but not over the entire thing. I love hot drinks. I do drink cold drinks, but only really in the summer, and even then I still have tea. So definitely hot drinks. I'm not a big cut because I don't drink any fizzies or anything anymore. So it's all hot. I take water to bed, but I don't drink much. It's only if do you ever wake up, and we've all done it, where you feel like you've had a night of your mouth being open and you think, oh my god, did I snore all night? So you have a really, really strong need for water. Yeah. Oh, yum. What? Shannon! Hot drinks all the way. Hot tea, you can't have cold tea. Mind you, it's a southern thing, isn't it? Cold tea is definitely southern. Okay, let's go for some... No, we don't want that. Do you know, I've never had it, so I'm not going to say anything. I have never, ever, ever, ever had iced tea. Iced lattes and coffees, I love them. Okay, I'm going to bring in some of that taupe. They don't have numbers, they have names, the light fasts. So this is one of the additional colours. It's not in the 72 set. If you bought that, it's in the 100 set. I'm just putting enough in. Then I really want a oranged. I've never had that. Never. Ice water, you're so healthy. Apricot. Just going to put a little bit of the orange in here. But I really, really like a little bit of a hint. Good, you're so healthy. Makes me want to up my health game. Oh, Yorkshire Brew. Have you tried Amazon? We can get it on ours. Okay, so I'm going to go for some champagne. Yorkshire Brew is so yum. I used to drink years ago PG Tips all the time, which is a very British tea over here. But I got so fed up with it, and I found that I don't know if their quality changed or whatever, but I just was not liking it as much. And then I changed to Twinings, which I loved. But then I found Yorkshire Brew, and I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Okay, so I'm just going to get some black because it's like earth dirt. Hi, Karen. How are you, honey? Okay, so nearly there. Sorry, I was just reading chat. Oh, yes. Andrew likes that. That's his favourite. Water with sliced lemon. Okay, going to go for some burnt sienna. This is going to be more of an orange sort of toadstool. So we're going to go for this colour. But if you notice, we haven't swayed away too much from the colours that we've been using. So burnt sienna, and we're going to have a lighter top, so I'm going to leave the white space, and I'm going to come in with some yellow. No, do I want yellow ochre or brown ochre? No, we'll go for some yellow ochre there. So yellow ochre burnt sienna. Let's go for some of that so we know what colours. Oh, let me get that off my screen so I can see you. Okay, oh, I've got loads of like emails popping up. Yellow ochre, so you know. Okay, so let's deepen up that burnt sienna so now I know where I'm going with it. My darkest colour will be at the corner, so if I come upwards I'll fade into my yellow ochre. Thank you. And the same with the bottom here. So anything that comes into the lighter tone, I'll lighten up. Okay, let's go for some of that ruby earth colour, which is a bit reddish, but not too bad. So it's more of a brown red than a, you know, bright red. That'll be our darkest side. Same with here. Come back to my burnt sienna. So just three colours, three colours. If I want to add any more, then I'll add in some white speckles. Okay, and my yellow ochre. And then into my champagne, which will be the top of that. Okay, so that's nice and simple. And this one will be a little bit more brown. So let's go for some sienna, so plain up sienna. This side will probably be darkest. Whoops. And then let's go for some autumn brown. Sorry guys, I just realised that it was mostly off your screen. So again, like, you can play around with colours in your own colouring books, and there's lots of pages that have autumnal themes. I mean, I can't even think of a book that doesn't have toadstools. There's like dime a dozen, they're everywhere. Sienna again, which is my lighter tone. And then the very top, I think I'll get my yellow ochre again, just so that it's got a little hint of light in there. So if we grab our white, and then, hiya Kathy, I'm just going to add a touch of the white in here. Just like that, just a few. And then we need our black to come out of this earth. So these colours I'll do as the opposite side as well. Try and keep them a little bit more uniform. We've got that tiny little one sprigging up there, out of the ground, on its own, riding all high there. So I want him quite dark. So I'm going to go for that taupe. And I do want this more of a dark brown, so I'm going to go for the entire thing with that one. I'm going to come in with my autumn brown and fade it into that colour, and that's already just nice and light for me, dark for me. Let's go for some warm earth. If you heard that, that was chip. And then taupe. Okay, so and I'm just going to bring that down into that colour. Right, I'm just going to lift you up for a minute and see where we're at, so we know where we're going, where we're going. Okay, let's have a sip of my tea. I'll come over to this, and then we've got just bits to finish off. It was alright for a little session on our Saturday session. Okay, sorry about that. If you can hear me gulping, I do apologise. I don't like doing that. Okay. Oh, we've got this acorn. What can we do this acorn in, guys? What can we do it in? Warm earth, maybe. Okay. Ready? Ready, ready. Bye. Anyone going? Take care. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so we've got warm earth. And then he's tucking into that acorn. They're quite dark, aren't they? But they're a dark brown. Van Dyke brown. Okay, let's go for that. And then, thank you, Leah. I mean, it's just, we just got something done on a Saturday, which is very rare. It's very rare. Yeah, I'm trying to think about background because I want to just do something that fades outwards, and it's got to be something that fits in with the picture. But maybe a pastel background and chicken out, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so this one I want to come in dark first. So you know I've got like these darker tones. I'm going to go for some sepia red. I'm going to ignore completely those circles because I'm going to go over them. So I'm just going to go in dark to start with a sepia red, which is like a brown, but it will act with our reds for me. Okay, so let's come in with our, is it Derwent red? Yes, let's go for Derwent red. So that will already be there as my deep area. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what I'm like. I'm like, I'm a chicken. Chicken with a background, sepia red a minute. I just want to deepen that up. But I'm honest about it. Like, people come to me and they're like, what do you suggest for a background? I'm like, oh my gosh, you're asking me of all people. I can help you out with a flower choice if I can like get it out of me, or maybe some skin tone choices or something. And then people are like, what do you think? And I'm like, oh bless your hearts for even asking me this question. All right, strawberry. And then sometimes I'm like, do you even know me? You're asking me a question that I genuinely don't even know myself most of the time. It's so funny when people ask me background questions. I'm like, bless you, bless you. Hello, Ali. Okay, Bordeaux in with that sepia red. And then let's go for some apricot again. No, Chip, you can't come up here, little munchkin. You have to wait. What do you want? He's up at my chair like, excuse me, mum. Light fasts today, and I've got champagne. I'm using Derwent Light Fast today. Chip, I'm nearly done, I promise you. He's like, excuse me. You've been up here a long time. I've been ignored for a long time now. Okay, so this is going to yellow and orange it up a bit, but that's okay. Because what I'll do then is I've got my entire lay down of that colour and I can just come back in. So this is Derwent red. Chip, this dog. Hi. So I'm going to explain because obviously you can't see it. So I'm sitting on my dining chair because I sit at my dining table to stream. Okay, I've got my strawberry red again. And Chip is like in between my legs, clawing at my thigh to come up and say, you know, hi to me and to get my attention. This is what he does. Okay, so that's another one. Yeah. If in doubt, black it out. Perfect. Mine are usually light pastels or some pastel of some kind, depending on what I do. But yeah, okay. I kind of want to go for a deep red on this one, so I'm going to go Merlot straight off. And Merlot is like a purplish red, but deep with a hint of brown. I'd say then the Faber-Castell, I'd say they're kind of the same, and probably a little bit softer, but not much. They're more on par with being harder than softer, but they are softer than Polly's. It's really hard to compare pencils because they're so different all in all, like as a whole. But they're definitely softer than that. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you so much, Angela. That's so sweet. Hi, Helen. You didn't have to do, bless you. Thank you. So, so sweet. Autumn red. Thank you. Okay, autumn red is nice and deep as well, and I'm going to keep this in with the reds. I'm not going to add any yellows or oranges into this one. So I'm going to then put strawberry, and then we're going to blend all this together. So Merlot's on the edge. Autumn red is that deep red is there, and then we're going to go into this lovely a strawberry. I have to wake up the Mr. very shortly. Okay, can you see how nice and deep that is? Where's my Merlot? My Merlot's done a runner. Merlot's wine, isn't it? Who drank it? Who drank it? Okay. Kim, that's not gonna happen. Oh my gosh, refund. I'm gonna have a refund then. Oh dear, you'll all be asking for refunds if you did that, because I just can't. I can't bring myself to love them yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Everyone's got that something, hasn't it? You drank it, Ali. Oh dearie me. Okay, so we're going to put the white on here, and then I'm just going to put a little line at the tops of each one. Okay, so they're done and they're done. So what I do now is anything that I need to touch up. So I'm going to come up, because we've done the majority. We're going to work a little bit on these leaves, just because I'm not completely, truly happy with them yet. So we've got some time, we might as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, I looked at the picture and I was like, I've never seen one. Okay, I'm going to go for some ivy. These look like an ivy leaf. I will bring you down a touch then. So just getting you to sort of see the bigger picture with me. Okay, so ivy is a really, really nice deep green that really does replicate more that you would get in the outdoors, which is really, I love this colour. The thing is, I love greens. I'm just not particularly fond of doing leaves. Not millions of them anyway. One or two is fine. Okay. So I'm going to put some more in here, just so I've got a bit more depth in them, because I've still got the Copic down, which has really helped. So I'm just adding a bit more detail to them. Okay, so there is this like bit here as well. So these are little stems. I want to work with these a little bit more as well, but not too much, because they're actually practically done. And as I said, guys, no, oh my gosh, take care, Natalie. Dirty greens are essential. I am 100% with you there. Dirty greens all the way. God, that is like, no, that if, God, no, just no. Take care, Winchester. Enjoy your tea. I will be doing that very shortly for us. No, I can't say the green man is on my radar? Yeah, radar. Okay, these are darker. Let's go for our lovely colour that we had out, which was seaweed, which is a nice deep colour, because that first was in there before we added the basil, remember? So we're going to put that into there. We don't need like a lot. Oh, and I haven't done the grass and the trunk, so we'll do that soon as well. And we're also going to work a little bit more on our owl, I think, and then I'm done. And we might do a little background with reindeer. Yes, it's not on my reindeer. Please never be sorry, Boots. Thank you so much, Sparkles, and welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. Okay, sorry about slurping tea. I did need a, if you'd know, it's because I've been on for 2.5 hours, and by this point you definitely need a drink after talking so much. Okay, let's go for foliage. It's not on your radar. Oh, we make words up. We spew rubbish half the time because we're trying to talk and our brain is 2 steps ahead of what our mouth is actually willing to do because we're talking it out. Okay, let's come down to here. Let's go for the foliage all over, like we did, and then we can put the other colours in as well. So I'm just going to go literally over the entire thing down here, just very lightly. And then I brought in some seaweed over the other side, didn't I? So I'm going to do that again. Just stop it either side. Okay, and then I brought in some basil and then I blended, I think that's what I did. It was a while ago, that was the first thing I did. Okay, that and the pumpkins. And then we're going to actually just sponge and Neos, Becky. We got to try that on a bit of paper, hun. That could go horribly wrong. Oh my gosh. Ladies, I love you for challenging me. Okay, ivy. And then back to foliage. And then we're going to blend that with a Caran d'Ache blender. If you've not tried that, Cult Pens sell them. Or they might have them in your local art shops because they're fairly new. But they're fabulous. It's a brand new blender. And it's not their usual regular one that I love, you know, like the wax stick. This is a new one. I'll show you what they look like against the other one. Where's the other one? Do you want to see the two side by side that I'm referring to? Okay, let me come up a minute, guys, and I'll show you what I'm referring to. So we typically know Caran d'Ache to have this blender here. They've recently brought out one that looks like the Derwent blender, which is a wooden, can you see that one, sorry? It's a wooden blender. At the end it's like, it's really nice. It's like their pencils but in a blender. So I believe it's similar to this one, but just, yeah, it's not that unlike it when I touch it actually. Yes, this is from Cult Pens, and if I show you the other blender, you'll see what I mean as well. So, you know, we've got light, let me just get them out. I'll show you the difference in them, and I have a Derwent one somewhere. So we've got the Lyra, where's the Derwent blender? Okay, so quickly on blender, pencil, I don't know where the Derwent one is. Anyway, so these ones, we've got a Lyra Splendor blender, Splendor Remembrant one. These are really good. I like this one. It's similar end to the new Caran d'Ache, but this one is this one, I think, but in a pencil form. And then obviously we've got the Prismacolor one, which is a lot more harder and a lot more scratchier. So if you can see the ends, this Caran d'Ache blender is this, I think, but in a different form. But I really, really like this. Really, really like it. This I love, the Lyra. I'm impartial to this one. I'm not which way or the other. I do use it, but I'm not too, yeah, I'm not a fan. But this one, the new Caran d'Ache, this is what it looks like, so you know. So it's in a wooden barrel. I think it's like their other one, just in a pencil form, and it's really, really good. It's really good. So if you want a new blender to try, I'd suggest that one. It goes in your pencil sharpness really well, and it sharpens better. Oh, I missed, what's happened? Sorry if I've missed anything. Oh, no, Kim. Oh, big, I'll send her a message. Big prayers to Claire. That's awful. I know she's been suffering, bless her. I'll send her a message later. Poor Claire. It's not fun, is it, being ill? No fun. Yes, Kelly. It's just easier to go in the sharpener. Right, let's do our details, guys. And then we're done. I can't believe I did it. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go for some Merlot. And I'm going to really brighten up. And then shadow at the same time. I do that all the time. That didn't happen. Yeah, she's had an infection, hasn't she? And I feel for anyone at the moment that, you know, is anxious to go to the hospital. I understand. So anyone that needs prayers, just send out a general message to everyone, because it's no fun. That's why the community's here, is to lift each other up. Okay, I'm so excited to get the... Yeah, oh, I like that. The new Clara book though. I'm just so excited. Who else is excited? Scarlett. Got Scarlett. I'm just going to brighten these up a little bit. Seriously, I'm that excited. I think I want to jump up and down the room, but I won't. I'm just so happy. And there was us saying, Connie, that we're not going to be buying any more books. What on earth were we saying? Alright, this bit here, this pumpkin, I love it when we tell ourselves something that never happens. Okay, I got burnt sienna. I just want to put some more in there because I really like the pumpkin, but I think it needs to stand out a bit more. I love it. Every time I watch a Connie stream, she always says, I'm not buying anything else, I've got no more space. And then a month later, the little haul of what she's bought, and I'm like, ah, you sound like me. I love it. It just makes me laugh every time, and I do not ever believe anyone that says that they're not actually going to buy anything anymore, because I'm just like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. I love Connie's answer. She's just like, no. Yeah. Connie makes me laugh. She makes me smile. I swear, every stream that she does, I smile at some point. You ordered today. Amazing. The only thing that I will order probably next week is the postcard book. I have bought the book. I can't wait. Apparently it's on its way. Look, there's me blabbing, and I haven't done this yet. Okay, let's go for some Warm Earth. So our Copics have done the majority. We really don't need to worry too much. So it is literally just a case of making sure it's blended out a little bit, which is like almost done. Yes, can't wait. I think a lot of us are super excited about that. All right, Autumn Brown. The excitement is real. Oh, I miss loads. I know I do. I'm so sorry when I do. I know, she makes everyone smile. She doesn't believe it. Okay, I'm going to go for foliage. Okay, so we're just going to go off these little sprigs of I think they're ribbons of like leaves of some kind. Okay, now our little fella here, I want to keep to the colours that we've got, and I'm not going to work too much on him because I know I'll overdo it and then I won't like it, and that's not the thing to do. So I am going to work very, very small amounts on him now. So I'm just going to come to my taupe, I think it's called, or taupe, and I'm just literally going to deepen up some of that colour. I just need to take this off so when I sharpen it it's easy. What have you got in your Amazon basket, Nana? Tell us and we'll help you choose. We'll help. We'll help. We don't mind. Yeah, Debs, that is all of us. I'm like, no, no space. No more space. And then Clara comes out and it's just like, oh, damn it. Damn it. Now, why did you go and do that? Chris Cheng uploaded the flip through of the postcard book if you haven't seen that today. That looks glorious as well, so that's definitely another buy. I didn't think there was so many. There's loads in there. Like, there is a lot of postcards in that postcard book. There was me thinking it's like going to be 10. No. No, Lou. It has to slip. Yeah, to be honest, I'm the same. I must admit, I don't buy, you might think it, but I don't actually buy that much at the moment. It's just the books that are a must. And then every now and then I'll go, do you know, I'm very much a mood buyer. I don't know if you guys are the same. So you might have had a bit of an anxious month, or things might have happened that how you had no control over. And you need a little pick-me-up. You go on Amazon, you see a few bits and you think, oh, oh well, let me just buy it. That's how it ends up with me. Not so much that I've intentionally gone to buy. It's more that 32. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna go for granite again. It's more that it's definitely a month that I just feel like I wanted a haul, and then I will. And it's very much an autumnal thing as well. I find that I buy more in the winter than I do in the summer, and that's just more because I have that feel to nest and stay home and not want to go anywhere. So I nest, and the way I nest is I buy candles, I buy scented wax, like those wax melts, I buy colouring stuff or art stuff of some kind, and diamond paintings and anything like that. And I definitely go through moods of wanting to buy it, and there are lots of times, and you can tell me the same, with what you guys like to do. I definitely think I'm a mood buyer. I definitely go through moods of wanting, and then other times where I'm like, nah, I've got loads, so I'm going to work through what I've got. And then it comes up to the sort of winter months, and I just nest. I nest. I definitely nest. Okay, I really like how that's sort of looking as it's got deeper. There needs to be a little bit more white in there though. So do you guys nest? I definitely nest. Okay, I really need a buff titanium, but I'm trying so bad not to use one, so I'm not going to. I'm going to use something else if I can. Maybe wheat. So wheat is another slightly yellowed colour, but creamy. But yeah, definitely a mood buyer. Yeah, I think, hiya Shay. Sorry, Shay. I know I'm the same. I go through stages, and then other times just nope. What colour's their beak? Okay, is this what's in your basket? So Nanamo wants to buy, and she has at the moment Shy. Thank you, Shy. Hannah Carlson's Midnight Masquerade, Ruby Charm Swatch. I'd say both of those for definite. Beauty of Horror, definitely, and the Mythographic. That'd be mine. Oh my god, am I sick? I love that. Yep. I think I might be. Oh my gosh. Okay, bar now. They've got like a very light beak. I might be. That's a possibility. What's going on? Okay. There's a new baby. Who's got a new baby boy? Let me know. Champagne. He goes in the beak. That is so funny. Oh, that is so funny. Yeah. Okay, let's go for some of that on the edge of that acorn, just so it gives it a little bit of a pop. Okay. I think if I come out, our A is practically done. What I might do is do a little pastel just around the edging of it. What do you think? Should we do that? It needs to be like a slight orange colour. You should see the state of my table. Should we do... Oh, I've never heard of that. Oh, congratulations. Ah, that's so nice. What did they name baby? Oh, you're gonna have so many fun times ahead. Okay, let's do a slight little background. Because I don't, maybe if we do it in sort of autumnal colours, I'll sort out my pencils after because it's too much on the table. Hold on guys, let me just, hold on, we've had a little bit of a whoopsie. I'm just putting them in here for now, in their case, and then I'll sort it out later, after the stream that means. Very autumnal today, aren't we? There's so many births this year, so it's given like hope. There'll be the next generation of hope. Oops. Okay, right, let's get ourselves some autumnal colours. everything's fine. I'm just squeaking a lot over here. Yeah, it's an A for awesome. Right, let's move these. And let's go for like an orange. But like an ochred orange. Like, let me show you. Very faint though. See, I've got the pans, but I don't want to use too much of the pan because the pan is quite pigmented, like these types, maybe. And we need 2 lighter tones of that as well. So let me just grab those whilst we're here, and we might as well finish it off. Let's grab that one. Let's grab that one. We'll have a little play, and then we need something lighter to just tone that out with. Let's go for that. Okay, so I just want to... It is, isn't it? Isn't it adorable? I love it. It was off Amazon, that case. Right, so we might as well put a little something down. I need a tissue maybe, or maybe not. I do have some soft applicators that I can use. Right, so these are just like a normal soft applicator that I don't generally use with this. And I'm so sorry for all the extra additional noise, but I'm kind of just planning out what I want to do, and that's the best way for me, is just have a little bit of a mess around me and have a look. Okay, so we might have something a bit light to start with. Let's go for, this one is orange shade. Now they're so pigmented that I don't actually like rub, a tap, because if you're just wanting to start off with something quite light, this can be a bit too dark. And that's not what I like, because, yeah, it can end up too much, if you know what I mean. It's just too much. Okay, so you can blend out with a lighter tone. And it is an A, so I don't want to come away from it too much. These soft applicators are not that great. These aren't the official tools. And if this, I don't like this, it can come off. No, I don't like that colour. Right, let's start again. See, this is what happens. I might not like it, and if I don't, we start again. I don't like that colour. Not on that side. I don't mind it in the middle, but we this is where this is so handy, because they can come straight off. This, I'm going to use a different tool. I don't like that colour, guys, so let's comes off really easily, I hope. That's it. Okay. No. Oh my gosh, what is on there? Did you see that? It's like marked my page. Alright, I don't like that colour. Let's go for something else. Okay, let's try maybe a different... Okay, that's better. Okay, these are better. This is the official tool. And this one is yellow ochre shade. I'm just going to go for some of that to start with. I don't think I like the background. I think I'm going to leave it without, to be honest. I'm not a background person. I think it can spoil a page. I'm not sure. We'll try little bits. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, because sometimes you can just do minimal. See, we can just do bits. Maybe have like an orangey tone there, mix in with some tint. Maybe it'll be alright. We'll work with it. Yeah, I am sometimes like that though. I think, okay, might work. It might work. We'll work with it. If we work just in little slow motion, we might be able to be okay with it. It could be fine, couldn't it? Okay, let's go for some just in bits. So as you can see, I'm not working over the whole thing. I just do it in little small sections, then I can see if I like it or not. No, I don't like that bit. Let's, as you say, screw that bit. Don't like that bit. So we just do it in little bits. I'm really not a background person. Okay, we'll just work. Oh, what I might do is like do my usual little thing that I do, which is get the we'll make it work in a minute. So it's just like in small sections rather than over the whole thing. So I'm not going over the entire area. Let's go for a tiny bit of orange. And then, you know, when I get my, it's okay if it isn't. So what I generally do, which I've been doing for years, is you could do it with one of them, or where's that other thing that I use? You can start putting your circles in, and you'll see it in the larger picture after. You know, I had fun, that's the main thing. Sometimes I really don't like backgrounds, and I just, not for me. I'd rather use the pans for the actual picture rather than backgrounds. Okay, so just bear with me, I'm not in chat for a second. So what I do is use my Faber-Castell eraser and take out like circles, and then I'll sweep it with a brush. Okay, so if you get a sweeper brush, any of your brushes, so you do like your circles. Oh, excuse the mess. So we go for like here. So just literally any size circles, you don't have to be precise. But it just be very small. Okay. Thank you. I mean, you know, it's one of those things, I wish I'd not done the background, but it's done now. It's just one of those things. So I might work on some details with like blacks and whites. So you know, like my Poscas, so like take some extra details in there, especially with the wings, and you know, when there's white areas, just sort of work on that kind of thing. Just little details and do that. But I'm going to leave it for there because I've been on nearly 3 hours. I can't believe the time has flown. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, Angela, for your super chat. That was incredibly sweet. I've had fun today, although I wish I'd never done the background. It's just how it is sometimes. I've enjoyed my Saturday with you. We'll be back with the werewolf for the last part on Tuesday. If anything changes, I'll let you know on my community tab. But it shouldn't on Tuesday. I should be absolutely fine. But thank you so much. I've had a really nice Saturday. But I will play around just with the darks and the lights and just make sure that they set off a little bit against each other. But I have had a nice Saturday. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. I'll see you around at some point. Until then, have a great weekend. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Sorry about that. That's Chip. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.